Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, we are 51 days away from 2026 Daytona 500. We are 1 day removed from the big man wearing red, and whatever holiday you and your family and friends celebrate. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We are 1 day away from all that. Today is the probably most return day, kind of returns. Kind of like Black Friday is all about shopping. Today is all about returns. And I, myself, have something I need to return as well. So you know what? Go to those retailers, return your stuff, get stuff you really, truly want and or need. And we have 365 days until the man wearing red comes down the chimney and begins a new season. So we got to look forward now. The next hurdle is the first of the year, and then it's just downhill to the Clash. And then 2 weeks later, we start the season. I know if you are a NASCAR fan, you go to tracks. The Kansas Speedway will get a little bit more traffic here soon. We found out that if you're a football fan, the Chiefs are moving 28 miles west of Arrowhead to the new stadium in 2031. I believe it's going to be right there across Highway 70 from the Kansas Speedway. So literally the Chiefs are moving from 435 and 70 to the other 435 and 70, but on the Kansas side. People are losing their minds over it. If you haven't found out already, don't go to social media. People are losing their minds over it. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad NASCAR fans don't lose their minds over silly stuff. Yeah, that would be bad. Anyway, 51 days away from Daytona. Car number 51 we're going to profile. Now, car 51, the Cup side, we're going to talk about that driver. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people call him Nepo Baby, which I hate. I think it's retarded, but we'll talk about that. But we're going to go down to the top stats first. So, number 51 in the Cup Series, 822 starts among 110 different drivers. Only one driver's ever won in the 52. 22 top 5s, 62 top 10s, 4 poles. First race was September 11th, 1949. Last race November 2nd, 2025. 451 times it was Chevy. In 2026, it's returning from Ford to Chevy. Now, I am confused about something on that. So Rick Racing, 51 car. They have 2 charters. One is currently leased to RFK for the 60. Now, you can only lease a charter for a year, and that's why if you're one of those nerds that go in and look at the charter history, they leased a 15 charter for 2025 or 2024. So in 25 they leased a 15 charter. In 26 they're leasing the 51 charter. So what was the 15 charter will be renumbered to the 51. The 51 charter will be leased to RFK and become the 60. Now, from my understanding, in 2027, the 15 charter got sold to Legacy Motor Club. So that leaves one charter for Rickway Racing. Are they going to lease that one charter to RFK again? Because if they sell like you can see, last year's the 15 lease, this year's the 51 lease. So next year they would either have to lease the 15 or sell it. So I'm not sure if they're going to sell the charter to RFK and have no charters for Rickway Racing. Are they going to lease that charter again and still have no charters? Or if RFK is getting rid of the third team? Or if there's another mysterious charter out there somewhere? I know before the lawsuit there was, quote, 4 charters for new OEM. Are those still there? Are those going to be brought out by NASCAR for anyone? Where, so there's a lot of moving parts here. What's going to happen with Rick Racing? Supposedly it was sold, but then because of the lawsuit with Legacy Motor Club, that sale was put on hiatus. Is it still going to go through? But there's a multi-year deal with Chevrolet, because my thought was going to be in 27, they sell a charter to Legacy Motor Club, sell the other charter to RFK when the new OEM comes in, which we are assuming Dodge will be in 2027 with Colic. But then Colic only has 2 charters. Do they, since there's, quote, 4 charters available, do they give one to Colic, have 3 cars to have the max. Give the other 3 to the next Dodge team, which I thought was going to be Rick Ware. So you have 6 Dodges and the 40 Chargers. So a lot of stuff to go on there. We'll actually determine that hopefully in the next year to see what happens. But for now, RWR is moving to Chevrolet. It had been Ford. 264 stars for the 51 Ford, 76 Oldsmobile, 38 Dodge, 15 Buick, 13 Pontiac, 7 Plymouth, 6 Chrysler, 5 Toyota, 3 Lincoln. Wow. A lot of different manufacturers. So, Cody Ware, most starts in the number 51 in Cup, 128, 1 top 10, average finish 34.4. Let the hate go. Here's the thing. Here's the way I look at, quote, Nepo babies in NASCAR. You want to complain about Ty Gibbs? Fine, it's your right. You want to complain about Cody Ware, Austin Cindric? Fine. Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon? Fine, it's your right. Now, let's add Dale Earnhardt to that. Let's add Dale Jr. to that. Let's add Richard Petty to that. Kyle Petty to that. Because here's the thing. Dale Earnhardt Jr. would not be in NASCAR if it wasn't for Ralph Earnhardt. So, to the old Nepo baby comment, that includes all the Earnhardts. Richard Petty would not be in NASCAR if it wasn't for Lee Petty. So when Lee Petty decided to go NASCAR racing back in 1949, if he would have decided against it and not done it, we wouldn't have Richard Petty, Kyle Petty. So technically, they're the same way. Same way with Cole Custer and his dad worked, Joe Custer, who works for Auto's factory team. If Joe Custer wouldn't have gotten into the sport, maybe Joe Custer would have went IndyCar racing instead of Cup racing because he worked on the IndyCar side as well. Would, come on. I mean, so yeah, I mean, just this whole, we single out certain drivers and we don't look at other drivers that fit the same criteria. Well, they won races. That's how you can't have it that way. Well, it's Nepo baby if you don't win, but if you win, it's not. It's all good. But whatever. Anyway, Cody Ware, 128 starts in the 51. Can he do better? Who knows? We put Justin Haley in this car. Didn't do that much better. Neither did Corey LaJoie. So maybe it's the car. But wait, all these cars are exactly the same as you all say. So does that mean that Kyle Larson, put him in the 51, he's going to run the exact same way as he does in the 5? No, he won't. I'd almost bet you if Kyle Larson drove the 51 for Rick Ware Racing, he wouldn't win. Because it's more than just the driver. It's all about the team as well and how the car's set up, how the car's put together. Now, if you put the entire 5 team in Rick Ware Racing, there's a chance, but there's engineers involved. The better people. There's a thing there too. Anyway, Justin Allgaier, 75 starts. Yeah, we forget Justin Allgaier made so many Cup starts back in the day and went on to, before he went to Junior Motorsports and Xfinity, made a name for himself and a home there as well. 1 top 10, average finish 27.0. Gabber Soshby. Yes, you heard me correctly. 56 starts for Gabber. 2 wins, the only one to win in the 51. 16 top 5s, 26 top 10s, average finish 12.7. Greg Sachs, 32 starts, 3 top 10s, average finish 23.7. BJ McLeod, 32 starts, average finish 32.4. Dobe Simpson, 31 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 25.2. Kurt Busch, yes, Kurt Busch drove the 51 for Phoenix Racing after he got fired from Penske and basically hit rock bottom when it came to the NASCAR world. 1 year, 29 starts, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish 25.0. But that happened, it kind of sparked his career to when he got to go to Stuart Haas, and then when he got to 2311, we know what happened with the injury. We know he backed the car into the wall, got a concussion. These cars aren't safe. Yes, the wreck wasn't that bad. But guess what? Dale Earnhardt's wreck wasn't that bad either. Things happen. No matter what the accident is, no matter who the driver is, things happen. Things don't happen sometimes because of this moment. Things happen because of every moment leading up to this moment. So it just took just a certain angle of hit that gave him that concussion. which did end his career. But fortunately, I think he's been cleared. So if he wanted to make a comeback, I think he could for a few races. So I could actually see him in the 67 for, the 67 for 2311, maybe a one-off race here or there. I would like to see that. I would like to see him continue the career at least one race. Just not to make that Pocono moment be the last moment of his career. We've had other champions in the history of the sport who had accidents that ended their career. Bobby Allison, Herb Thomas. There's been more than that, obviously, but I'm just saying those are the two that pop in my head real quick. So yeah, let's see if we can get Kurt back for one race, maybe at Vegas or something, just to make sure that moment isn't the last moment ever in a Cup car for him. All right, AJ Foyt also 16 starts in the 51, 3 top 5, 7 top 10s, average finish 19.6. Xfinity side, 671 starts among 37 drivers. One driver won 2 races, 15 top 5, 71 top 10s. First race, March 20th, 1983. Last race, November 1st, 2025. Jeremy Clements switching our alliance with RCR this year. I know a lot of changes when it comes to a lot of that stuff this year. 492 starts, 2 wins. One at Daytona, one at a road course. We know the Daytona one. We know the history of that. The engine was too small. It was DQ'd, got it back on appeals. 6 top 5s, 40 top 10s, average finish 20.7. It's guys like Jeremy Clements that you want to see do well in the sport. That's what the Xfinity Series is about, is guys like that. The Cup Series is the Premier League. The Xfinity Series is kind of the entry level, kind of guys can just go out there and run races and do their own thing and just still make a living at it. Jim Bound, the brother of NASCAR Xfinity champion Chuck Bound, 47 starts in the 51, 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, average finish 27.6. Robert Ingram, 46 starts, 3 top 5s, 18 top 10s, average finish 15.9. Mike McLaughlin, a modified standout star, 22 starts in the 51 Xfinity car, 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s, average finish 21.7. Eddie Goodson, 8 starts, average finish 25.8. Stan Boyd, 6 starts, average finish 35.8. On the truck side, we know the 51 was kind of the all-star truck for KBM. 470 starts, 57 wins, 142 top 5s, 209 top 10s, 76 different drivers, 9 different winners, February 15, 1995 through November 3rd, 2023. If I remember correctly, the 51 left the Truck Series when KBM was sold to Spire, and Spire did their whole 777 numbers. All right, Kyle Busch, most starts in the 51 Trucks team, 103 starts, 44 wins, 73 top 5s, 85 top 10s. Oh yeah, average finish 5.8. Kyle's pretty good. Eric Almirola, 29 starts, 2 wins, 12 top 10s, average finish 12 top 5s, 23 top 10s, average finish 8.3. Daniel Suarez, 26 starts, 1 win, 10 top 5s, 16 top 10s, average finish 11.4. Corey Heim, when he drove first for KBM, he drove the 51, 19 starts, 2 wins, 6 top 5s, 10 top 10s, average finish 14.6. We knew then he was going to be something special. Now, I know things I've said online. We don't know how special Corey Heim is. We know how special he is in the Truck Series. We don't know what he can do in the other series as of yet. There's a lot of drivers that only do well in the Truck Series, only do well in Xfinity, only do well in Cup. The future has not been written for Corey Heim yet. Just because he's a Truck Series champion, just because he wins races in the Truck Series, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a 10-time Daytona 500 winner and a 12-time NASCAR champion. You kind of got to, let's see what happens. Right situation, he can do well, prosper, win races, kind of be like a seatbelt kind of type. But we got to get there first. Brian Ross, 19 starts, average finish 22.6. Eric Jones, 18 starts, 4 wins, 8 top 5s, 14 top 10s, average finish of 8.1. All right, we are 51 days away from the Great American Race, the 2026 Daytona 500. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.